Welcome to Headline Hub Updates. Subscribe and press the bell icon for more updates. Breaking news tonight: Japan is donating 6 warships to the Philippines. This is the largest military hardware transfer to the Philippines in decades. For a nation with an aging fleet, this is transformative. It's not just about ships, it's a message to an assertive China. The Philippines has faced Chinese pressure for years. Now, Manila gains new tools and deterrence. 6 Abukuma-class destroyer escorts will soon fly the Philippine flag. This move deepens the Japan-Philippines alliance, and the world is watching. To understand the weight of this moment, you have to look at history. Japan and the Philippines were once bitter enemies during World War II. Now, this transfer of warships is a powerful symbol of how far they've come, moving from adversaries to close partners. For the Philippines, these ships are a lifeline, providing a much-needed upgrade to its navy. For Japan, it marks a major step toward becoming a more normal military power. Together, they're choosing to build a shared future, facing new challenges side by side. So, what exactly is the Philippines receiving? Let's take a closer look at these ships. The 6 vessels are Abukuma-class destroyer escorts, designed for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare. Think of it as a guardian of the fleet. The Abukuma class was commissioned into the Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force in the late 1980s and early 1990s. While not brand new, they are a massive technological leap for the Philippine Navy. These ships are packed with sophisticated systems, including advanced radar and sonar. They measure about 109 meters in length and displace over 2,000 tons. Powered by gas turbines and diesel engines, they are fast and fuel efficient. Under the transfer terms, some offensive weapons will likely be removed to avoid escalating tensions. However, the core capability remains: advanced sensors. The radar and sonar systems are the eyes and ears of the fleet. They will give the Philippines an unprecedented ability to monitor its maritime territory. Even without their most powerful missiles, these ships are formidable platforms. The defensive weapons, like the Phalanx system, will remain. The ships provide a modern, stable, and capable platform that can be upgraded over time. The transfer isn't just about the hardware they come with, it's about the potential they represent for the future. The arrival of these 6 warships will fundamentally alter the military dynamics in the South China Sea. For years, the balance of power has been heavily skewed in China's favor. The Chinese Navy and Coast Guard have operated with near impunity. The Philippines, with its antiquated fleet, could do little more than protest. Now the equation changes. The Abukuma-class destroyers give the Philippines a credible deterrent. These are military-grade warships. A Chinese Coast Guard vessel will think twice before engaging in aggressive maneuvers against a ship of this class. The presence of these destroyers introduces a new level of risk for any potential aggressor. This forces a change in tactics and calculations for all parties operating in these contested waters. This shift is not about the Philippines suddenly being able to win a war against China. Instead, it is about raising the cost of aggression. By deploying these warships to patrol key areas, the Philippines can establish a more robust presence. Furthermore, this new capability enhances interoperability with allies, particularly the United States. With these more advanced ships, the Philippine Navy can now participate more meaningfully in joint patrols and exercises. This creates a more unified and capable Allied presence in the region. It signals to Beijing that its actions are being actively countered by a growing coalition of regional powers. Why is Japan doing this? This move is not an act of simple charity. It is a calculated part of Japan's broader grand strategy. For decades, Japan has relied on its alliance with the United States for security, but the rise of China has forced Tokyo to rethink this approach. Japan now understands it must take a more proactive role in shaping its security environment. This donation is a key part of that new, more assertive posture. The primary driver is China. Japan has its own territorial dispute with China over the Senkaku Islands. By strengthening the Philippines, Japan is bolstering a crucial partner on the southern flank. It's a classic strategy of supporting a frontline state to enhance your own defense. This is also about protecting Japan's economic lifelines. A huge portion of its energy imports passes through the South China Sea. Ensuring freedom of navigation in these waters is an existential issue for Tokyo. By empowering the Philippines, Japan is helping to secure these critical routes. Finally, this move enhances Japan's influence and leadership in the region. This is a new Japan, willing to use all elements of its national power to protect its interests. This landmark deal has not gone unnoticed. The reactions from key international players have been swift, reflecting deep geopolitical fault lines. The United States has voiced strong support, calling the transfer a welcome development. For Washington, this is an example of integrated deterrence. A stronger Philippines means a more stable region. Of course, the reaction from Beijing has been the complete opposite. The Chinese Foreign Ministry accused Japan of stoking regional tensions. From Beijing's perspective, this is a move to form an anti-China coalition. China will likely respond by increasing its own naval patrols. Within Southeast Asia, reactions are mixed. Nations with disputes with China, like Vietnam, are likely watching with quiet approval. However, other ASEAN members are more wary. They do not want the region to become an arena for great power competition. The broader international community is also paying close attention. European powers will see this as a positive step. Australia, another key U.S. ally, will also be supportive. The transfer of these warships is a global event that forces nations to take a side. For the Philippine Navy, the arrival of these destroyers represents a quantum leap in capability. It's a generational upgrade that will transform operations. The most immediate benefit is maritime domain awareness. The advanced radar and sonar systems will provide a picture of the maritime environment. This enhanced awareness translates into a better ability to enforce sovereignty. The Philippine Navy will be able to monitor its exclusive economic zone more effectively. They can track illegal fishing fleets and respond to smuggling and piracy. Another crucial new capability is anti-submarine warfare. The Abukuma-class ships provide a credible ASW capability for the first time. This is a significant deterrent. Finally, these ships will serve as the backbone of a modern networked fleet. They are designed to operate as part of a larger task group. This will force the Philippine Navy to develop new doctrines and communication systems. These ships will become the centerpieces around which the rest of the Navy will be organized. They are not just 6 individual ships, they are the catalyst for building a modern naval force. The transfer isn't just about the hardware, it's about the potential they represent. The journey will be hard, but the destination, a strong, secure, and sovereign Philippines, seems within reach. Acquiring these warships is one thing. Operating them effectively is another challenge. This transfer brings technical, financial, and training hurdles. The first is the human element. A modern warship requires a highly trained crew. The Philippines will need to train thousands of personnel. This training process will take time and investment. Then there is the financial cost. While the ships are a donation, they are not free. The cost of ownership includes fuel, maintenance, and upgrades. The Philippine defense budget will need to increase significantly. The technical and logistical challenges are also daunting. The Philippines will need to build the necessary shore-based infrastructure. This means upgrading piers and maintenance depots. The Philippine Navy will have to develop a new logistics system. Finally, there is the challenge of strategic integration. The Philippine military must learn how to incorporate these new assets into its defense plan. The real test will be building the system to use it well. This brings us to the ultimate question: is the Philippines on the verge of becoming a true maritime power? The potential is there. This transfer is the most significant step toward military modernization in half a century. It provides the Philippine Navy with a credible core for a modern fleet. It sends a powerful signal to the world, especially to China. However, the ships themselves are not a silver bullet. The path from acquiring new hardware to developing true capability is long and difficult. It requires sustained political will and increased defense spending. The challenges are immense, and the risk of failure is real. The success of this endeavor will depend on the choices Manila makes. It will require a long-term vision that transcends political cycles. The support of partners like Japan and the United States will be critical. The Philippines cannot do this alone. Its future as a maritime power is linked to its ability to work with its friends. So is the Philippines ready? Perhaps the better question is, does it have a choice? In a world of growing threats, standing still is not an option. The cost of weakness is greater than the cost of building strength. This transfer of warships is a historic opportunity. It is a chance for the Philippines to reclaim control of its maritime destiny. The tides are shifting, and the world is watching to see if the Philippines will rise with them.